Hey guys, Ian back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Google AI Studio VEO 3, which is basically Google's new video AI generating software, or just LLM that they developed. And I'm here to tell you that it's not there yet. And I'm just going to kind of walk through what I did with my 1,000 credits that I got in my, basically 1 month free trial. And explain to you why I just don't really think it's there yet. So just starting at the top, I mean, basically, one of the things that sucks the most about this, and I hate to be negative because I do think this is really cool, but I really don't want to be, I don't want to ride the bandwagon. I don't think this is there yet, and here's why. Primarily, number one is I just think the UI is just so hard to work with, and I'll try to explain here. So you basically go in here and you click New Project. And when you're in here, you have very little direction on what to do. It just says type in the prompt, sure, okay. But it kind of just gives you, it's like text to video or frames to video. So just like for context, frames to video is just giving it an image and saying, hey, please make a video from this. Text to video is you just give it a prompt. What I did was I actually used like ChatGPT to kind of develop a prompt because I knew, number one, going into this, that I only had 1,000 credits, so I couldn't really mess around with what I was giving it, because this is kind of another thing, is each one of the prompts you send it is actually worth 100 credits. So if you go up into your profile, you'll see you start with 1,000 credits, and you're gonna see, we're like, how do I have 90? Well, I'll show you why in a second here. But basically, you do text to video, frames to video. What I found is frames to video, you can say, hey, like these prompts are saying, okay, here's visual, here's overlay text, here's sound, here's emotion, which like is generally how you're supposed to prompt these things apparently. But if you do frames of video, it will never give you sound. At least I couldn't get it to give you sound. So that didn't work for me. So I just started using text to video. And when you use text to video, whenever you switch between these things, it will actually change the output. So the output, you're going to want to just put 1 down, because if you put 2, it's going to give you 2 videos and it's going to charge you 200 for that. And if it's not good, you're just going to waste 200 credits, so you just didn't do 1. Again, it's just something, it's like, oh, it's like so expensive just to test this thing. And then from a quality perspective, fast is actually not good and quality is not good. You want to do highest quality, but you'll see that highest quality is 100 credits. Whereas if you do fast, it's only 10. So that being said, I accidentally switched from frames to video one time, and it went down to fast for some reason. So I basically wasted like 10 credits and didn't even realize it until the output came out, and I realized it was really bad. So you always want to do the highest quality. But here's the thing, like the videos that I actually developed, let me show you. I think it was, so basically for context, I was trying to build a video for the company I work for, and it was sort of just like, hey, each one of these scenes is only 8 seconds long max. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get longer than this, so you have to give it like very specifically like what you're looking for. And the video itself is just like so hit or miss. The models are fine, but what you're gonna notice with this is like, okay, the text is just really bad. If I say I want overlay text, or I say I don't want overlay text, it basically, like the prompt, it doesn't matter if you say you want it or not, because it'll give it to you, or it'll sometimes not give it to you. It's completely random from what I can tell. So that's like a major downside, because I can't, like the overlay text will ruin a video, even if this is fine. Like maybe this was actually fine, but it ruins the video because the overlay text comes in. Here's like a better example, actually. Let's try to get into the one that I spent a lot of time on. This might have been it, maybe. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, like, let's just put together these videos. What happened was, like, I wanted like the same thing with no overlay text. This one didn't give me any overlay text. This was actually like a fine video. But then I was like, okay, well, how do I maintain the same person? Here's a mistake that I didn't realize is why the UI I think is kind of bad, is if you hit add to scene, then you can click plus and say jump to, and then you can give it a prompt that should use, theoretically, it should use like the same characters that were in this first video in your second. I didn't actually realize this And so when I was going through and I was trying to recreate and create the next scene in the video, I like took a picture of this guy because I was like, I want to make sure it's the same guy in the second scene. And I go in here and I realize, well, I used I believe this was a frame to video, and it wasn't letting me put the picture of the face because it was saying that it was against the Google policy to have a face. So I had to give it half of the image, which it did grab most of the same image, which was cool, but the face is different. And I asked for him to search it, like on like Google, like how to get paid faster, and you can see it like populates on this screen right here, but it's not actually like on a Google screen. It's just weird, right? It's just like, it's still like AI-y because he's also like figuratively like typing on the paper here. You can kind of see it. He's like typing on the paper. It doesn't make any sense. And then this one is like really bad. So I'm like, hey, okay, this dude types it in, he finds Porter Capital, and then now all of a sudden this the representative comes in and talks to him. But this was again a frame to video, which this is before I realized that you weren't getting like the sound back, and it just shows them talking, but it's not giving you sound, which like doesn't help anything. And then as you can see, you're all set, bet your founds, like it's just not English, like it doesn't make any sense. And then it does this weird animation at the end. And then so anyway, it's just like the prompts I'm giving it are actually pretty defined. Like you can see them here. I'm saying clearly I want a visual, I don't want overlay text, or I do want overlay text. And so I eventually realized the overlay text was just bad in general, so I started giving them prompts without overlay text and explicitly saying I don't want overlay text. But I think, like, just to summarize, like, I know this is all over the place and I'm just kind of telling you all the bad stuff with it. If you're going to use this tool, you just need to make sure that you are not only using text to video, because you're likely going to want the sound associated with it, but you also want to add the good ones to a scene. So like if I really liked this one, even though the text in it is bad, it just doesn't make sense, right? The text here doesn't make sense. Like the sound is fine and the video was fine, the text doesn't make sense. If I really liked the scene, I should have clicked add to scene, and then I could have jumped to and created the next scene from that. But because I didn't do that and I just prompted again, I got a completely random person that was supposed to do the thing. It was like searching in Google for Porter Capital, and he was supposed to say like, there's got to be a better way, and he doesn't even say it in this thing. Yeah, he doesn't even say it, and then it zooms into Porter Capital, which again, it's like, it's not even, I get it's not going to get on our website, and that's fine, but like it's just not the same person. And then this is supposed to be jumping to like they got their funding and they're happy. Again, it's a different person. So if you're going to want to build these, you're going to want to put them in like a jump to situation like this. So that was just a mistake I had. Bad UI. It doesn't explain that to you at all and like how to use it, unfortunately. So anyway, like just to kind of summarize, I don't think it's there yet. I think it's way too expensive to build something that's actually good. I think the only way you really can use this efficiently is to develop some sort of video outline and get some real mock-ups of it and send it to someone on like Fiverr, Upwork, and have them develop a video for you. Because otherwise you're just kind of like, you have like a video that's maybe 70% there, but it's not good enough that you can put on like your homepage or put on your YouTube, really. So that's my thoughts on Google AI Studio, the VEO3. Let me know if you have any questions, but it's not there yet. I wouldn't really go out and get this until, you know, there's a major update, like sort of something that like OpenAI had with their image generation tool, where they're able to fix up wording and fix up the context windows and like make good images. Until Google can do that, this is absolutely not worth paying for. Just my opinion. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you gave it a try. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe my prompts are really bad, but I feel like I watched a couple of YouTube videos on how to prompt these things, and I kind of knew what to expect going into it, but I was curious if it'd be different for me. It really wasn't. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much, guys.